What's up, everybody? All right, so it is at the end of June. I figured I would do sort of a year, 6 months in, sort of halfway through the year, take a step back, take a look at, my top 25 card pickups for the year, kind of see how I'm doing, reassess. So, looking at what I've picked up so far, I've really focused on quality over quantity. If you look at my top four pickups of the year, which I'll show you guys soon, you'll see that, I put a lot of, like, maybe 90% of my hobby dollar has gone into the top four cards that I picked up for the year so far. So really focusing on quality over quantity. You can see some honorable mentions in the backgrounds. By the way, just a random aside. So this is one of my honorable mentions. This card, I have this card for this is like a $40 card. So if you guys want, it's amazing how you can get like a Willie Mays, look at this, 72, it's already graded, it's already it's like $15 to $20 to get a card graded. And this is a 5.5, so it's not like, a 2 or a 3. This is like a 40, you can get like a beautiful Willie Mays. For those of you that are not, into vintage, you can get like a beautiful Willie Mays, 72 Willie Mays in like a 5.5 for like $40 to $60. I just thought that was kind of crazy. And you can see some of my other, got this Caleb Williams back recently, came back as a PSA 10, got that Babe Ruth silver pack card. One quick thing before we get into the top 25. So I just got this back from Topps. I opened a box of Jumbo 2025 Jumbo Bowman, one of my favorite breaks of the year, and you're guaranteed 3 autographs. And for the first time this has never happened to me before, I only got 2 autographs. And so I went into Topps' website, said that I was missing one of the autographs, and literally a week later, I got this back. I can't believe how quickly I got this back. So I'm not expecting much, to be completely honest with you. I'm assuming this is gonna be like a pitcher base auto or something. So let's see what it's gonna be, and hopefully it includes an autograph. All right, so we have, interesting. So they threw a pack in there. So we have a pack, and let's see what the auto is going to be. And it is Charles McAdoo. All right, so just about what I expected. They did turn it around quickly, so I can't complain too much. But Charles McAdoo, seriously, Topps? All right, might as well open this up. Oh, 2021 Japan edition. I had a bad feeling like when they threw in that pack, I was like, oh, that's not a good sign. All right, so let's see what's in this pack. So we got oh, nice, an Aaron Judge. Judge has been, he's definitely cooled off a lot over the last couple of weeks. It was like obvious that he was going to win, the MVP, and now Cal Raleigh looks like he's the MVP. So, and of course, Ohtani just keeps doing his thing. Shane Bieber. Then we have is that an Alejandro Kirk rookie? That's kind of neat. Alejandro Kirk rookie. Buster Posey, Brian Hayes rookie. Andres Jimenez rookie. Nick Madrigal, and a Devin Williams. So, Devin Williams, by the way, really doing a nice little comeback. All right, so let's get into my top 25 cards so far for 2025. And like I said, guys, a lot of weight into the last 4 cards. So at number 25, went with this Shohei Ohtani, opened up a box of 2025 hobby, just like a hobby box, and got this Ohtani gold. Ohtani having Ohtani proving again why he's probably the best player in baseball. He's back to pitching again. He's been unbelievable. He'll probably win another MVP. So this is the gold card, number to 2025, came back as a 9. And then I also hit, like I said before, that Babe Ruth card in that hobby box. At number 24, you'll see a lot of this, guys, cards that I bought raw at a show, submitted it to SGC, and this Whitey for the 59 Topps Whitey Ford came back as a 6, so was happy about that. At number 23, we're going to go with 2 Aaron Judge cards. So I think I hit both of these out of Rookie Explosion boxes this year and submitted them both, and both came back as PSA 10. So pretty excited about that. You know, not a hugely expensive card. 2018, I think that's a second year Aaron Judge, and just wondering what you guys think is what card do you like better, the silver pack 83, you know, throwback, or the I guess they're both 1983 throwbacks. I think I like the one on the right a little bit better, but let me know what you guys think on those two. At number 22, we got this beautiful Billy Martin card. This is 58 Topps Billy Martin. He was a great manager for the Yankees. Won some World Series for the Yankees in the late 70s, and you know, rest in peace, Billy Martin. 6.5. And then at number 21, the 75 Topps Hank Aaron in a 6.5. Again, a lot of these cards that you see that are graded by SGC, I picked them out raw and got them graded by SGC. So, all right, moving on to number 20, and we have this Joe Morgan 71 Topps, a little off center, but came back as a 7, so definitely can't complain about that. Joe Morgan in a 7. At number 19, both of these Fractor of X, Paul Skeens card, having another really nice year. Paul Skeens, both came back as PSA 10s. This was really cool. I was at a show in Philly and picked up this Bryce Harper card raw and submitted it, and got a couple of PSA orders back. I didn't really film them, like the returns, but this was one of those cards that came back as a PSA 10, along with a Trey Turner pink refractor rookie. Both came back as 10s, which I was pretty happy about. I don't know what we're on, but next up is going to be this Willie Mays in an SGC 3. Again, didn't expect much. You can see here there's like a nice little I don't know, wrinkle there, but came back as a 3. And then another Willie Mays 73 Topps in a 6.5. So back-to-back Willie Mays cards, again, both that I picked up raw, I think at the White Plains show in New York. Shohei Ohtani, again, mentioned him previously, probably win another MVP. Even his second-year cards are really valuable, especially if they're refractor PSA 10s. You can't go wrong with that. Another card that I picked up at the show in Philly, this Peyton Manning. It's amazing how cheap Peyton Manning cards are. I think this is like $125 card, if that. I think I got this for like $100 at the Philly show. It was already graded in a PSA 9. And I think we're at number 13. Steve Carlton, again, picked this card up raw and came back as a 7. I thought that's pretty awesome. Like anytime you could get a card raw and get a 7 on a card from 1967, a beautiful Steve Carlton card, came back as a 7. Also picked up this Willie Mays at the 7. Again, the White Plains show, came back as a 6. 1970 Topps Willie Mays. Obviously, little off center or way off center, but came back as a 6 because of the nice edges and corners. And then, believe it or not, at number 11, I have this Jared Thomas. The story behind this, guys, is like if you have a subscription with PSA, you get like credit for, I forget, like some sort of live breaks. And it was actually a really dumb decision, because I ended up like with that credit money, I ended up spending like $600 on like to buy in on a bunch of teams. I remember I got the Reds, the White Sox, the Rockies, I think it was 2 boxes of 2024 Bowman Sapphire. And this was definitely the best card. I feel like every parallel that this breaker hit, like none of them were the teams that I had. I had like 8 teams too. This was definitely the best card. Luckily, I submitted it to PSA and it did come back as a 10. All right, so top 10 pickups for the year. And the number 10, I don't even know if you could call it a pickup. It actually isn't a pickup. This is a card that was sitting in, with all my top loaded cards, a card that I've had since 2004. I think it was a pack from way back when. Submitted it to PSA and it came back as a 10. And I'm going to call it a pickup just because it's, pretty awesome that it came back as a PSA 10. I think it's a second year Miguel Cabrera card, old school, back with the Marlins. At number 9, believe it or not, is going to be Ben Rice. So, Ben Rice, my daughter, I've convinced her that Ben Rice is her favorite player. I got this card. This is the Black Diamenta foil. I don't know. Got this raw and unfortunately came back as an 8, but you can see here it is numbered to 10. Got this for pretty cheap. He started to go off after I just bought a bunch of his stuff. Also bought the blue refractor, came back as a 9. And also, for good measure, picked up a purple while I was at it. So that's number 9, is just Ben Rice. Related to that hobby box that I just mentioned, where I just got McAdoo. Thanks a lot, Tops. I guess the big pull out of that box was this JJ Weatherholt, who is, I believe, a top I think he might be one of the top prospects in baseball. You can see here he was taken round 1, 7th overall by the Cardinals, and this is kind of cool. Numbered 1, number 1 of 499. So the Weatherholt refractor. So I was pretty fortunate to hit this out of the jumbo box. At number 8 is the Jack Nicklaus 81 Donruss Golf in a PSA 9. At number 7, this is a card that I picked up at the White Plains show. Again, picked it up raw, was hoping to get a grade on it. At least it came back as authentic. I was nervous when I showed this to one of the card dealers there, and he was questioning whether it was even authentic, but it did come back authentic but altered. We're at number 5. So at number 5 is a gift that I got from my dad for Christmas. This is a beautiful T206 Clyde Angle in an SGC 6. Absolutely beautiful card. Piedmont on the back. All right, and that brings me to the top 4 cards that I was talking about earlier. So the top 4 cards, and by no means am I done for the year. Still have a lot of pickups to get through, but for now, my top 4 pickups for the year is going to be this beautiful 1967 Topps Mickey Mantle. This was the card that I bought off of B-Roth 6, Brian at the White Plains show. And again, he actually pointed it out for me, and I was like, how much do you want for it? And had to get it. So 67 Topps Mickey Mantle, slowly but surely acquiring every base Topps Mantle card. But we'll get there one day, and definitely finally cross another one off the list with this 67 Topps Mickey Mantle. At number 3 is going to be the Sadaharu O rookie card. You can see here, 1959, my man hit 868 home runs. This was in a PSA 4. This is the gold border parallel. Incredibly rare. I try to be careful about saying that nowadays, because there's not too many cards that are rare if you really think about it. But this one is very rare, especially the gold parallel. I think there's only about like 10 graded, something like that. So it's very rare. Even the base parallel is only like 40 to 50 cards out there. So finally got an opportunity to pick up this card. I've always wanted to own a Sadaharu O card, especially a rookie card, and was thrilled to add this to the collection. At number 2 was, I believe it was an REA auction, one of my first wins in the REA auction. This beautiful 33 Sport Kings Ty Cobb, number 1 in the set. Would love to pick up the Babe Ruth, so I, we'll do that one day. Would, love to cross off the Sport Kings Babe Ruth along with the other 2 Goudies. But for now, and talk about a beautiful, for a PSA 4. I don't know how this is a 4. Absolutely thrilled to pick up this Ty Cobb. And at number 1, of course, is going to be the 1954 Red Heart Mickey Mantle in a PSA 8. Just acquired this about a month or 2 ago, and absolutely thrilled to add this beautiful 54 Red Heart dog food card that has been on, to me, one of the greatest eye appeal Mickey Mantle cards of all time, just the card itself. So absolutely love this card, and there is the back, and Big League dog food. So there you have it, guys. My top 25 pickups so far for 2025. Let me know what you guys think. How did I do? Not bad for 6 months to acquire those 25 cards. Let me know you guys your thoughts. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will talk to you later.